What if I went to a party and mostly listened? It's actually really fun. Then you engage in conversations that are meaningful to you, more interesting, rather than just superficial.
I don't know if you've paid attention to this, Nate, but so many of our members are naturally introverted. So when it's hard enough for us to go out there and engage and be seen. And when you're feeling that way about yourself, having secrets and things you don't want people to see, you're going to find reasons to stay home, even if you're not drinking.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Because I was in the mental state of thinking I needed the crutch of alcohol to engage properly in all of these activities. Physical activities, probably not so much. I mean, I wouldn't, have a few beers and then like go for a run or anything.
Yeah,
although
that's good.
I, I, I'm surprised I didn't actually, now that I think about it. But yeah, it's all of those things, right? You just invent ways that you can't do something, or you shouldn't do something, or it's going to be tough without alcohol. Versus when you're living alcohol free, even if something is new, or something that you're reintroducing yourself to, you're so much more awake and aware and able to engage it makes the experience, frankly, even if it's a little uncomfortable because you aren't used to it, just that much more real. And that's what causes the dopamine, the adrenaline, all of the good biochemical rushes now, instead of, useless old alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we use the word curiosity a lot in our program. And instead of, this going to this party is going to be hard, or whatever event, going on this vacation, having this conversation with someone is going to be hard. We use the word curiosity. Get curious. How do you know that? Are you sure? What if it's great? And you could see the light bulbs going off over people's heads. Like, gosh, I never even considered that it could go well.
Yeah. I loved those conversations, and that certainly started me on the trail of positivity, the kind of what if.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I'm at a party or an event or whatever, and you kind of think, well, gosh, with alcohol, I was either the life of the party, or you're constantly talking. Well, what if I went to a party and mostly listened? How would that? And it's actually really fun. And then you engage in things in conversations that are meaningful to you. I don't want to say deep in all respects, but deeper, maybe, more interesting, rather than just superficial, which is, if you're at one of those parties and you're just drinking on, it's impossible. There was for me to get into a conversation that had true depth to it. Mm-hmm. Or if I did, I would forget it. So,
well, exactly. Yeah. And I have found that because, like you, I tend to be actually very introverted. I play an extrovert on demand. Push a button, extrovert. I mean, look what I do for work. But definitely on the more introverted side, naturally. I enjoy both parts of my personality in that way. But I have experienced that I enjoy social gatherings, and people appreciate someone who remembers them, someone who can recall things about the last conversation they had. I can't tell you how many times I went to a party and met someone for the first time, but it was actually the fourth. And hopefully, gosh, I can't imagine how that looked. It didn't look good. Hi, nice to meet you. I've met you 3 times, Victoria. Oh, yeah. So it really does make us a valuable part of social gatherings because we are listening and we're remembering.